Hello and welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the Conference USA football season. It's the battle for the trophy as we crown the champion of Conference USA right here today. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 25 team in the country, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the Conference Championship Trophy. Return starts from inside the 5. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense is up first today. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Grab down the middle. It's Thorne. And he's tackled after the catch. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay with him in man coverage. Very tough to do.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Now has great field position to start the drive. He'll hand it off.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. Quarterback will throw it up the one pass option. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. The offense sets up with a first and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? We'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, Here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, able to pick up that first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Thorne.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass complete on a crosser.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. One team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw it again. And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Panthers. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The linebacker shifting around now. Toss play, running right. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Boy, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the extra point was up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Looking for his back. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. That's the spin move. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the clear. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. First down and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Turner. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And he knocks through the PAT. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down, but it's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
3rd down play for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 10.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. On the kickoff is Hammer. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's on the run. Launches deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Defense is coming after him. Looks like he's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. Do they try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively? He stays alive. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's going to pull it down and run. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Thorne. Tackle made after a big gain.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He knocks this one right through, and they add to their lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for a halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Pass complete. It's second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion makes it second down. Just a pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Bringing pressure. Trying to extend the play. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, He sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags the quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And they get to completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw again. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy.
And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's going to take it all the way back. It's a pick 2. What have you ever seen that before? As the 2-point try backfires big time. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Looking to build on this lead in this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Trying to find room. It's Thorne. Finds room at the 30. And it's good for a first down at the 36. No huddle now for the offense.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Jukes to get free. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Takes the toss, heads to his right. Finding space at the 20. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll hand it off. And it'll be Smother right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after. Turn.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Handoff heading left. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
One of the great things about this offensive scheme is how they spread the defense out, put a lot of pressure on them because they create a lot of space in the middle. They've been able to get the ball to this slot receiver time and time again.
1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Got him. He's sacked. And they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge curve for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. And a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it. How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
And that one straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking for some space. It's Montgomery. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
back in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Has the first down and more. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Offense has reached the red zone now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Turner. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just...
And he can't get rid of it and goes down. So a sack. Unsuccessful two-point try. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
He's running out of time here. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down. And the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for 6. Throw to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Kennesaw State, 42. Florida International, 34.
Return starts from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Kennesaw State's offense out there now. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Hey, but this is the result of what happens when you're able to run the football throughout the game. They're kind of like body blows. And eventually in the 4th quarter, it pays off. That's his longest run of the entire day, and a big part of the reason this team is enjoying the lead is the execution of this offense here in the 4th quarter.